Financial freedom, working from anywhere in the world, and feeling a sense of pride, accomplishment, and even happiness are all things that you are throwing down the drain by working at only your 9-to-5 day job. Now, with that being said, are you interested in starting a side hustle? Are you looking to gain another stream of income? Well, if you are, then this video is perfect for you, because I'm going to be talking about 4 side hustles that anyone can start, especially beginners. And with those 4 side hustles, I'll break them down and give you a bunch of different ways that you can use those and gain passive income. Now, if that all sounds good to you, I would just keep watching this video, and maybe this will motivate you to start off 2023 on the right foot.
We interrupt this program to bring you a special report.
I do want to preface that I am a beginner just like you, and I am documenting my journey. I haven't made thousands of dollars doing any of these side hustles. I'm new. Now, I started this because I wanted to give you a look at what it's like starting from the very bottom, which is something that I don't think many of us are used to. Many of us are used to seeing videos from people that are already at the top and are making a ton of money doing this. But we all have to start somewhere. So this is what it's like starting at the very bottom. Now back to your regular scheduled programming. The first side hustle that we're going to talk about is printing shirts or just printing garments in general. Now, when most people talk about printing garments, you think screen print automatically. Automatically, you think about screen printing. And I can talk about this all day long because I've worked in this industry for such a long time. Now, yes, you can start a side hustle screen printing shirts and create a full-fledged brand and gain money that way. But it's kind of hard. Now, some of the cons attached to screen printing include keeping inventory and selling large quantities, and because the way that screen print is priced. So screen printing is priced based on how many colors are in your design and how many pieces you're printing on. Now, there is a slight way around that, and that's by going through a local printer. If you find a local printer, you can ask for contract screen printing, which gives you the lowest possible price for printing shirts, but what it's required of you is you have to provide the t-shirts on your own, so you would have to get a wholesaler's license, purchase shirts for cheap, bring those shirts to your local screen printer, and then you also have to provide him artwork that you already have ready. If you provide both shirts and artwork, you're going to get the lowest possible screen printed price from your local screen printer and be able to make the most profit. Now, like I said, the cons that are associated with that are just that you're going to have to keep inventory. You may have to sit on a bunch of shirts, and you're going to have to do different sizes, different colors, all of that, because you don't know who your customer is going to be. So, although that is one way, that's not what I'm talking about today. What I'm talking about today is a process called DTG, or direct to garment. Now, what this is going to be a process that hopefully someone local to you offers this. If you can find someone that offers this local to you, you will make the most amount of money possible. Now, yes, you could go through Printful or Printify or all those kinds of websites, but know that they do take a commission from your sales. And to me, it's not worth it if you can go out and do it on your own. Not only do you get more profit, but you get a sense of happiness or a sense of joy, or you get a sense that you're hands-on in the business and you're working extremely hard. Now, back to the whole thing, with DTG, this process will allow you to print as many colors as you want. You can even print a full photograph onto your shirts. Now, also with this process, you can print as low as 1 piece. So say you have a web store and you post a bunch of different shirts on the web store in a bunch of different sizes and colors. Once you get that order for that specific shirt in that specific size and that specific color, you can then place the order with your local printer who offers DTG, pay the cost to get that one shirt, and then ship that one shirt out to the customer who purchased it. Now, that is such a great way to not have to store inventory, to guess what you're gonna sell, and to be sitting on a lot of money. You're out of pocket no money in this process because you're only printing the shirts when they sell. So if you have a brand or you have an idea that you think will attract people, DTG is the perfect way to do that. Now, something that I've seen a lot of DTG printing being done is with vintage t-shirt designs. So if you have a vintage t-shirt design in mind, or if you know how to design some online, DTG is perfect for creating these vintage t-shirts, which are big and very popular right now. You can print on pillowcases, sneakers, anything that you can think of, you can kind of print on. So this is not a limited side hustle to just t-shirts or clothing. If you have an idea, I would talk to your local printer and just figure out if DTG is right for you, because this could be an extremely lucrative side hustle. Okay, so the next side hustle that we should talk about is one that's super cool and makes you feel extremely accomplished. And that side hustle is self-publishing a book on barnesandnoblepress.com or amazon.com. There's also plenty other sites out there where you can self-publish books, but these are the two most common ones that I've heard of, and I even have experience using Barnes & Noble's press. Now with these kind of websites, you will have to do some back-end work, but once you publish these books, it's passive income. They sell themselves, or you promote the links and you'll make money that way. You will have to design the look of your book as well as the cover, but if you need help with any of that, you can just go to Fiverr and find somebody that you're willing to outsource your work to. So don't let that stop you. But once you have your book designed, barnesandnoblepress.com is super easy to use. You just input, all your information, you send them your files. And there's even this really cool calculator that they have that shows you, like, based on how many pages and what kind of paper you're using. And then you put in how much you want to sell the book. It'll show you how much money you can make per book. So that's super cool. However, barnesandnoblepress.com does take a large percentage of the book price because they are printing the books for you and shipping them out for you. So it's like a win-win, but printing a book is not something you can just do at home. So in my opinion, this is a good route to go and a pretty good side hustle to take on. Now, once you have your files and you're submitting your information to Barnes & Noble Press, it does take some time. There's a couple days of, approvals that go on. But once your book is ready, then, they put it right on their website. It won't be sold in all of the Barnes & Noble stores, but your book will be published on their website. You'll have a link, and you can use that link to drive customers to the Barnes & Noble website to purchase your book. So it's super cool. And when I say book, like, the possibilities are endless. You can do a book, a biography, you can do a journal, a recipe book, a cookbook, a workout book, a captions book. Like, there's just so many things you can do, or so many different kinds of books that you can come up with. And the process is super easy to self-publish. So if that's something you're interested, I would definitely take a look into that. And then once you have your book published, you just have to market it. Drive people to that link and just get sales. Because once you do that, that's all passive income. The next side hustle idea I have is basically like an affiliate program or an ambassador program for some very big companies and companies that you may already use their products for. Now, I don't know if you know this or if you've seen this, but if you scroll to the bottom of some popular websites like Smart Suites, for instance, or Popple, or let's see what else I can find. Movement Watches. If you scroll to the bottom of their website, you will see something called like an ambassador program or ambassadors and affiliates. And what you can do with that is you sign up, and if you are approved, they basically will start paying you a commission for any sales or any purchases that are made using your link or your code. Now, what's super awesome about this is that you don't have to really do much. You're not making a product, you're not selling a service. You're basically just promoting and marketing a link and a code on your social platforms or your website, or, whatever you're doing, a YouTube, podcast, anything like that. And you can basically monetize it because you're getting money from those links. So this is a really cool thing and something that's really easy to start up. And what I noticed about this side hustle is it really gets you going and gets you wanting to do more. So when I first signed up for my first affiliate program, it was for the company Popple. Now, what I did with it was I went out and I shot professional photos with their products, and I posted it, and I made videos and TikToks of me using their product because I thought their product was something super cool and something that I had never seen before. Now, once I did that, I was getting people to those links purchasing a popple, and I was getting a commission. Now, after I did that, I was like, how else can I drive people to this link or use my code? So what that made me do was start a website. And I just started a website about me, and I put all my affiliate links on there, so if anybody went to my website, they would see, oh, she's an affiliate for Popple, or she's an affiliate for Movement Watches. And when they see that, they can use those links or those codes to make a purchase. So there's really hardly any work involved with this, but what happens is you just, you keep going. You may start with one product, and then you add another and another and another until you have all of these different products that you're sponsoring. Now, what I would really suggest is that you mainly just start off with 1 or 2 products, because you don't want to just flood your followers or your social media with all these different kinds of products, and just, you don't want to come off too selly. So if you just have a product that you use all the time, I would suggest signing up to be an affiliate or an ambassador of that product and kind of just promoting that one product. Now, you're not going to make a ton of money doing that, but eventually, if you build a following and people trust you, then you can add more products and keep doing this and promoting this and keep going. So this is such an easy side hustle that anybody can start, and it just takes a few minutes. So I would really suggest doing this if you're looking for like that first step and something to motivate you to keep going. The fourth and final side hustle that I'm going to suggest right now is reselling. Now, yes, reselling, just like starting a clothing brand, is oversaturated. Everybody does it. It's talked about by everybody. And yes, it is, because it's something so basic that anybody can start. Now, I have done reselling, and so I am also going to speak to this because I feel like I have some knowledge behind it. But reselling comes in all different shapes, sizes, and forms. Like, I'm serious. I have resold products like Nike shoes and popular brand name sneakers like that for large amounts of profit. And it's something that anybody can start. But on the other hand, I have also ordered custom products from Alibaba and created a website to sell products that way. So there's so many different ways that you can, use reselling as a side hustle. So I just kind of wanted to talk about this and give you some ideas. Now, first, like I said, you could find products that are very popular and limited. When you find products that are popular and limited that sell out and people cannot get, especially during holidays like Christmas, you can make large amounts of profit. A good example of products like this would be sneakers, purses, electronics. Electronics are huge. PlayStation 5s resold for years, and I'm not even joking. So products like this don't require too much work. You just have to figure out a way to get it, front the money, and then once you sell it, it's going to sell for more and you'll make your money back plus. Now, that is one way to resell. Another way to resell is going on like Facebook Marketplace or garage sales and finding products for cheap, if not free, and selling those for a profit. And then the third, and not final, because there's infinite ways that you can use reselling to make money, but my third suggestion to you would be thinking of a product or thinking of something, or just searching Alibaba and looking at what they offer, thinking of a way you can maybe customize it and just create an entire website or an entire brand around that one product. So many people have done it. Some people may call it drop shipping, but I would suggest against drop shipping, only because you don't want it to take weeks on weeks or weeks on end for your customer to receive their product. So my suggestion would be to order it in bulk, order your product in bulk from places like AliExpress or Alibaba. And then once you have all the products, you can create a website, you can create a marketing strategy, and just sell the heck out of that product. Now, you will already have the product, so once it sells, you just ship it out. And of course, you're going to be selling the product for way more than you paid for it, in turn creating a profit. So reselling can be an extremely great side hustle for anybody, especially a beginner, because like all my other side hustles I mentioned, this is like the stepping stone, and this is what creates that motivation and makes you want to reach the next level and the next level and the next level. So reselling is a great way to start that. There's so many ways you can use reselling and so many products that resell. And so this is another extremely great side hustle idea for anybody. Now, I hope you enjoyed those 4 categories of side hustle ideas. I also gave you a bunch of different ideas within those side hustles that you could start or you could try. So I hope you take this video and use it, because you really do need to start your side hustle. It takes a long time to see any progress, so why wait any longer? Now, I will say all of these side hustles could be a little bit more successful if you have a few things in place. So I would suggest checking out this video to learn a little bit more about what you can do to improve your side hustle on your first attempt.